Hello. Today we have an emergency update regarding Startup Visa program. Government of Canada just published the decision to pause, not to limit, not to cancel, okay, to pause the Startup Visa program, and acceptance of certificates is limited to this 2025 year, calendar year. We're talking about people affected by this decision because I'm reading from the government decision. We will stop accepting commitment certificates from organizations after December 31st, 2025. Well, let me comment because a lot of people, thousands of people in fact, rely on this message. We have more than 2 million views, and we're definitely talking about hundreds of thousands of subscribers and visitors of our messages. So it came as a surprise because we expected some changes that will come from the government in a less dramatic way. But like I always said, sometimes government acting with what we call guillotine method. If you have a headache, it's better to chop your head off and get off with it. So why this message is something you need to hear? Because people are in a different stage of their processing in startup. I would address first people who are not affected. If you're already in process, you have lock-in dates, there is no effect on your applications. As a matter of fact, you probably will be processed now faster because there is no incoming traffic. So please don't bombard websites, us with messages of panic. You are okay. If you're in process, if your PR application is already submitted. Second category of people that are affected by this decision, of course, people who are in the process of submission. Let's say you receive LOS and commitment certificate this year, 2025. What's going to happen? You're okay if you submit your permanent residency application before June 30th, 2026. Then you will be okay as well because lock-in date will kick in. So the second category is okay, but conditional to your prompt actions and your satisfactory conditions for application status. Okay? So that category, we also want to make sure you understand you're okay, just have to work hard and work on time, and you will be absolutely okay. You will be processed. Now, the most sensitive category of people who were bidding on 2026 commitment certificates. Yes, that is terrible news for you guys, as well as terrible news for those investors who invested in companies and businesses that were prepared to be submitted in 2026. Huge amount of investment now in limbo, but I would like to address this particular crowd of people specifically. So, what to do? What happened? Well, first of all, the government just issued clarification that this is not a cancellation of the program, this is a pause because they are working on updated version of this program and it will be introduced later in 2026. This is very important message. This is not a cancellation, which means, yes, certain people with kids going out of age of dependency would be affected, most likely. Certain people with certain plans of relocation to Canada will be affected. There is no question about it. We understand that. And we're very compassionate and we will fight for you, but in a limited way because we have limited ability to fight with the government who cancel the processing of certain applications and put it on a pause as a whole program. So in this case, what we would like to say is that this is something that is not canceled forever. It goes through transition. It paused, not canceled. In conclusion, I would like to reiterate my address to all three groups. Group number one, already submitted. Don't panic. Continue business efforts, continue personal updates, and everything will be fine. You are in process. Please stay calm, continue your proceeding. Second group, people who are focused on PR submission after obtaining certificates of 2025. You're also okay, but conditionally, because now depends on you and your immigration counsel. If it's us, rest assured we will be absolutely on your side and 100% committed. So those applications must be submitted before June 30th, 2026. Now, the group of people who are affected by this decision on emergency basis, people who were working on receiving 2026 commitment certificates, you guys affected, and we will deal on each person, each team, one by one on a case-by-case scenario. You can contact us, you will be connected with us, and we will discuss your situation specifically and on individual basis. Like I said, you have our commitment, and we will go through this together, and definitely this is a pause, and we'll see how things unfolding, because they're unfolding as we speak. Stay connected, stay tuned, and stay safe by staying informed.